Do you ever feel like you're bearing your soul too much, exposing yourself to the world's judgments and pressures? It's a common struggle, one that leaves us feeling vulnerable and anxious. But what if there was a way to shield yourself from this emotional exposure, to find strength in vulnerability? Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers practical wisdom for modern life. In this guide, we'll explore how Stoicism can help you navigate the complexities of emotional exposure, offering insights and techniques to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge our vulnerabilities without letting them control us. It's about understanding that while we can't always control external events, we can control how we respond to them. By practicing emotional detachment, we can observe our feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions, but rather developing a calm and rational mindset that allows us to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. Living in accordance with Stoic principles doesn't mean avoiding discomfort or vulnerability altogether. Instead, it's about embracing these experiences as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By aligning our actions and thoughts with the natural order of the universe, we can find a sense of purpose and tranquility, even in the face of adversity. So, if you're tired of feeling exposed and vulnerable, join us on this Stoic journey to discover how you can shield yourself from emotional harm and find strength in vulnerability. To begin your journey toward emotional resilience, start by recognizing your vulnerabilities. These are the areas of your life where you feel exposed or sensitive, where your emotions are easily triggered. It could be a fear of failure, a need for approval, or a past trauma that still haunts you. By acknowledging these vulnerabilities, you're taking the first step toward understanding and ultimately overcoming them. You might realize that you feel vulnerable when someone criticizes your work. Instead of brushing off the criticism, you find yourself dwelling on it, questioning your abilities, and seeking validation from others. By recognizing this vulnerability, you can start to explore why it affects you so deeply and how you can change your response to it. This step is crucial because it sets the foundation for your Stoic practice. Stoicism teaches us that acknowledging our vulnerabilities is not a sign of weakness, but a strength. It allows us to confront our fears and insecurities head-on, rather than avoiding or denying them. So, take a moment to reflect on your own vulnerabilities, and let's begin the journey toward emotional resilience together. To effectively navigate your vulnerabilities, it's essential to understand the core principles of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy offers valuable insights into how we can cultivate resilience and strength in the face of adversity. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and let go of what is not. This principle, known as the dichotomy of control, encourages us to direct our energy toward things we can influence, such as our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Imagine you're facing a challenging situation at work. Your Stoic practice would involve focusing on how you respond to the situation, rather than trying to control the outcome. By shifting your focus to what you can control, your effort, attitude, and approach, you can maintain a sense of calm and clarity even in the midst of uncertainty. To apply this principle in your life, start by identifying areas where you may be trying to control the uncontrollable. It could be the behavior of others, the outcome of a project, or even the weather. Once you've identified these areas, practice letting go of your attachment to them. Instead, focus on how you can respond with wisdom and virtue, aligning your actions with Stoic ideals. Emotional detachment doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or becoming cold and distant. Instead, it's about developing a healthy relationship with your feelings, where you can observe them without being overwhelmed by them. This practice allows you to respond to situations with clarity and composure, rather than reacting impulsively based on your emotions. Think you're in a heated argument with a friend. Instead of letting your anger or frustration dictate your words and actions, you can practice emotional detachment by taking a step back and observing your feelings. This allows you to respond thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively out of anger. To cultivate emotional detachment, try mindfulness techniques such as meditation or journaling. These practices can help you become more aware of your emotions without getting caught up in them. Additionally, practicing gratitude can help shift your focus from negative emotions to positive aspects of your life, fostering emotional resilience. By practicing emotional detachment, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle challenging situations with grace and resilience. You'll be able to respond to adversity with a calm and rational mindset, rather than being swept away by your emotions. So, take the time to cultivate emotional detachment in your life, and watch as your resilience and inner strength grow. Stoicism teaches us that much of our suffering comes from trying to control things beyond our power. By shifting our focus to what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. This principle, known as the doctrine of control, encourages us to let go of attachment to outcomes and instead focus on our own agency. For instance, consider a situation where you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic itself, but you can control how you react to it. Instead of getting frustrated and angry, you can choose to listen to an audiobook. Practice deep breathing, or simply accept the situation with equanimity. To practice focusing on what you can control, start by identifying situations in your life where you feel stressed or anxious. Ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, practice letting go of your attachment to the outcome. Focus instead on how you can respond in a way that aligns with your values and principles. By focusing on what you can control, you'll find that you're able to approach life's challenges with a greater sense of calm and clarity. You'll be less likely to be overwhelmed by external events and more able to respond with wisdom and resilience. So, embrace the doctrine of control in your life and discover the freedom that comes from letting go of attachment to outcomes. Building inner strength is a core aspect of Stoic philosophy. It involves developing resilience in the face of challenges and adversity, allowing you to maintain a sense of peace and composure. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from within, from our ability to endure hardship and remain steadfast in our principles. Imagine you're facing a difficult decision at work that could have significant consequences. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or anxious, you can cultivate inner strength by approaching the decision with a calm and rational mindset. This allows you to make a decision based on what you believe is right, rather than being swayed by external pressures. To cultivate inner strength, practice Stoic techniques such as negative visualization, where you imagine the worst-case scenario and prepare yourself to cope with it. Additionally, focus on developing virtues such as courage, wisdom, and temperance, which are central to Stoic ethics. By cultivating inner strength, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle life's challenges with grace and resilience. You'll be able to face adversity with a sense of calm and determination, rather than being overwhelmed by fear or uncertainty. So, take the time to build your inner strength and discover the power that comes from within. Stoicism teaches us to embrace discomfort as a means of personal growth and self-improvement. Instead of avoiding challenging situations, Stoics seek them out. knowing that they provide valuable opportunities to test and strengthen their character. By embracing discomfort, you can develop resilience and inner strength, enabling you to face life's challenges with courage and grace. Imagine you're faced with a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Instead of putting it off further, you can embrace the discomfort and have the conversation with honesty and compassion. This allows you to address the issue head-on, leading to a resolution and personal growth. To embrace discomfort, practice stepping outside of your comfort zone regularly. This could be as simple as trying a new hobby or as challenging as confronting a fear. By exposing yourself to discomfort in a controlled way, you can build resilience and confidence in your ability to handle adversity. By embracing discomfort, you'll find that you're able to approach life with a greater sense of courage and openness. You'll be less likely to shy away from challenges and more willing to take risks in pursuit of personal growth. So, embrace discomfort as a path to self-improvement and discover the strength that comes from stepping outside of your comfort zone. Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony with nature, not just the natural world around us, but also our own nature as human beings. This means accepting the world as it is, rather than how we wish it to be, and aligning our actions and thoughts with the natural order of the universe. By living in accordance with nature, we can find peace and contentment regardless of external circumstances. What if you're dealing with a setback at work? Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects of the situation, you can live in accordance with nature by accepting that setbacks are a natural part of life. This allows you to approach the situation with a sense of calm and perspective, knowing that it is just a small part of the bigger picture. To live in accordance with nature, practice mindfulness and acceptance of the present moment. This involves being fully present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment or attachment. Additionally, cultivate a sense of gratitude for the world around you, recognizing the beauty and complexity of the natural world. By living in accordance with nature, you'll find that you're able to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. You'll be less likely to be overwhelmed by negative emotions and more able to find joy and contentment in the present moment. So, embrace the teachings of Stoicism and live in accordance with nature, and discover the peace that comes from accepting the world as it is. As we conclude our exploration of Stoicism and the power of never exposing yourself emotionally, I invite you to take these teachings to heart. Remember, vulnerability is not a weakness, but an opportunity for growth. By applying Stoic principles in your life, you can shield yourself from unnecessary emotional harm and find strength in the face of adversity. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom. And if you've ever felt loneliness or vulnerability, share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might just inspire others on their Stoic journey. Lastly, be sure to check out our other videos on Stoicism and personal development. Together, let's continue to explore the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy and discover how it can transform our lives for the better.